Today I'm going to talk about how I'm an artist and a minimalist. Now, being a minimalist means, for me, that I only have the essentials. Being an artist means I need a lot of equipment. Now you can see where the struggle begins. As an artist, I use pencils, pens, charcoal, I use all sorts of stuff. I use digital. I have quite a lot of equipment as an artist. haven't gone into paints because, let's be real, paints are complicated, difficult to practice, expensive, and take up a hell of a lot of space sometimes. So I just haven't touched that mountain yet. I may do if I want to progress and start making oil paintings or acrylic paintings or something along those lines. I'll think about it, but right now I don't have the space nor time to really get into oil paints as much as I would love to, because I do love oil painting as a medium to study. Now, me painting it, I'm not too sure how good I'd be, but I could give it a go. Again, it's quite expensive and I don't have enough finances to supply such an exploration into a media of that kind. And I always do want to try new media. Like, there's so many things you could do as an artist. You could go into sculpting, you can go into like polymer clay or normal clay. You can go into oil painting, acrylic, watercolor, markers, pencils, inking. Hell, you can go even into tattooing if you really want to, because that is technically a form of art. There are so many things that I could try as an artist, but as a minimalist, that's a minimalist worst nightmare. It's all of these different things that you could get into to the point where it starts cluttering your house. And that's not the point of minimalism. And I have learned over time, the best thing for me to do, if I want to try something, buy it in a small amount, and if I like it, then maybe invest in it a little more later on. That's how I've figured out a balance between my minimalism and my art. Now, I'm an artist who mostly focuses on pencil sketches and a little bit of inking, mostly digital art. Now, digital art is a great thing for a minimalist artist because, well, a minimalist artist not in the sense of the style minimalist in art, as in this minimalist who likes to also draw. Yeah, there's terms here that kind of overlap a little bit. The thing is, with digital art, it's great for a minimalist because you only have a tablet and a stylus. That's really it, and a cable which obviously connects to your laptop. But compared to like a lot of pencils, different softness of pencils for different results, and then you got erasers, you got sharpeners, you've got replaceable lead for your mechanical pencils, you've got paper, lots and lots of paper and sketchbooks, and it stacks up. if you see why I am going about here. People value more tactile, more physical art more than they do digital. I find that people like my pencil drawings because they can get right up close to it. You can do the same with digital, but it's on a screen, it's not the same, it doesn't translate the same. And I find I can do a lot more, I can do certain things through pencil that I can't do through digital, and vice versa. So me sticking to just pencils and maybe a little bit of like pen and digital art, I have managed to find a balance between my art and my minimalism, which is great. I love that. But I'm always wanting to progress. I'm always wanting to try new things. I recently picked up charcoal. I haven't done it in a while because it is quite complicated and a lot of effort because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still figuring out this media. I'm figuring out its kind of personality and how to work with it. So it's something that takes progress and practice. And that's the thing with any kind of creative art. You have to do a lot of practice to figure out what works best for you. Now, this is the extent of my physical pencils. There's a lot going on here, from these kind of pens to just cheap mechanical pencils to more pricey mechanical pencils to erasers. I've even got a few Sharpies. there's a lot going on in here. This is the extent of my pencil and pen and physical art collection. This is just everything I need, and I try to keep it to that. It's about half a box full of equipment, and I try to not do any more than that, because if I do, it'll start to get a little out of control. It's very easy. Art can kind of turn into almost a little bit like a hoarder situation, so I try my best to kind of keep it chill and minimal. Now, I don't really do a lot of art like constantly, usually because I'm busy doing other things like work or videos or stuff like that. I do doodle on occasion. I go to craft club with my friend on the Tuesday mornings, though I will not be able to do that later on in this month because I'm going to be starting a full-time job. I've figured out a balance between my art and my minimalism, though in saying that I still have an internal struggle. Stationery stores and art stores are the worst thing for me, because if I go in, I'm probably going to buy something, whether it be a sketchbook or a new pencil or new media to try. They are a minefield when it comes to me, because it is an addiction. It is so easy to just want to buy new art products and supplies because it's exciting, it's new, it's something I want to try out, and I do my best to at least stay on the other side of the road if I see an art store, so that I don't go in. It's a bit of a struggle, but I'm coping. I'm getting there. And many artists will probably understand my pain, because art stores are literally like the candy stores for artists. It's a bad thing. It's great because you get to like see lots of different supplies, but also the wallet screams when you see them. Now, my plan for the future of my art is to continue drawing, obviously, but to properly dedicate myself to progressing as an artist, because I want to do more commercial work. I want to do more commissions. I want to progress as an artist and push my career into something that I can probably make some money from. So I have to keep on practicing to make myself better, so that I can charge more for the quality that I can create, and so on and so forth. Am I doing it at the moment? Not necessarily. I'm still figuring out my life, but it is something I want to work towards. And I do want to try some new media, but again, coming back to my minimalism, I'm wanting to keep my minimalism in check. I have to think about what I'm going to do. I have to plan. I do want to continue exploring charcoal, so at the moment my itch to try new media is currently, you know, it's under control. But eventually I would like to try oil painting. If that is the case, I'll only pick 3 colors, so that I can at least make other colors by mixing them and stuff like that. And if that works out, I may then buy only a few more colors to maybe get a palette that I like. I don't want to go OTT on the colors. You can get like hundreds of shades, and you honestly don't need that many because you're mixing colors anyways. So I might just get primary colors, and then maybe, so like, yeah, the 3 primary colors and then black and white, and that's it, so that I can at least get most of the spectrum of colors. So that's the plan with that. Anyways, that is everything I have to talk about this topic. If there's any questions you have, please leave in the comments below and I will get to it as soon as I can, or I'll make a video about it. I hope this video was useful and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.